Question for Jayanti sir. So you have RRR releasing on 25th and Attack on 1st April. How do you plan to divide the screens between these two films?
हर फिल्म की अपनी किस्मत है, आरआरआर की अपनी किस्मत है, अटैक की अपनी किस्मत है। और ऐसे जो पेन मरूजा हमारा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करते हैं, संजय जी पूरा उसका भार लेते हैं। और उन्होंने पहले ही प्लान किया कि वो फिल्म हम लोग ने 1 अप्रैल को पहले डिसाइड किया था कि ये 1 अप्रैल को आ रही है। आरआरआर की डेट ऊपर नीचे हो रही थी, बहुत बारी ऊपर नीचे हुई, तो हम लोग कंट्रोल नहीं कर पा रहे थे क्योंकि उनके बहुत सारे पार्टनर हैं। ये फिल्म पूरी हमारी है, तो ये लोगों को सरप्राइज़ देगी कि ऐसी इंडिया में फिल्म बनी है। मतलब ये सबको सरप्राइज़ देगी, किसी ने सोचा नहीं होगा इतनी अच्छी फिल्म इंडिया में बन सकती है।
Jackie ma'am,
Hi, John, towards the left.
The success of Bachchan Pandey. What are your expectations from this film?
Thank you, first of all. And my expectations, I think everyone's feeling it. We've made a really damn good film, and we're all excited for it, and we're all looking forward. I still haven't seen the film. John's seen it, but I just knew from the time we were making it that this is, and from what little I've seen, and the conviction also that Laksh has, I'm excited. And I think we've got something really amazing and very, very special, especially it being so unique. So yeah, expectations are high.
આ ફિલ્મ અને આરઆરઆર એમાં થિયેટર્સ મળવાનું કઈ
બધું આપણને મળશે.
બેઉ ફિલ્મો અમારી જ છે, એટલે જેટલા બી પૈસા આવશે બધા અમારી પાસે આવશે.
John, hi, towards your right. John, towards your right. Russell here from Bollywood Live. Everybody is saying it, but I have to repeat it. It's a gospel truth. The trailer is looking slick, sleek, sexy, kick-ass.
Thank you. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
John, I noticed the poster says, everybody has noticed this, Attack Part 1. So obviously we know there's a Part 2 in the making. When you all announced before the movie has already released that this is Part 1, there is any pressure, there is at least an anxiety, because sequels usually come when a movie is successful. That's how the industry works. So is there any pressure that this needs to be it, or y'all are so confident that y'all are completely sure this is going to be it?
So I'll tell you what we're confident about. So to answer your first question, we intend to make a part 2. We've got a script ready, but we can't comment on when we want to get going with it. Now, talking about the commercial success, you can only decide to make a part 2 when your studio partner is on board. So I brought this question up with जयंती भाई से. जयंती भाई, हम लोग ने decide किया कि हम लोग part 2 कर रहे हैं. पहले part 1 को release तो होने दो. That's the normal this. He's saying चलो एक काम करते हैं हम लोग, John. हम लोग पहले part 2 का sign कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद Attack Part 1 release करते हैं. That was his level of confidence. So I don't know about the commercial success or failure of this film. I'm being honest. I'm not a trade expert. I'm not a reviewer. I don't understand this. But I can tell you one thing on record. We made a very, very good film. Very good film. And it's a very different film. So in management, there's a saying, the higher the risk, the greater the profit. So I think it's always important to try something new, because the audience will always appreciate that you've made something different. So when you sit in also, you say, wow, these guys have really tried something unique. And I think that's what's special about Attack. So we want to carry that forward, because when you see our film, you'll understand that our story has to carry forward.
Laksh, my next question is to you. It is obviously something that Indian cinema, Hindi cinema needs. But I couldn't help but also, because I love these kind of movies, my mind went back a little bit to Vin Diesel's Bloodshot and then Van Damme's Universal Soldier also. Any inspiration from those movies?
Yeah, I think we've been inspired for a lot of movies. They've done it in Hollywood, no doubt. But honestly, Bloodshot, I don't want to say, because we were actually shooting it before Bloodshot released. All right. But at the same time, I didn't make the cyborg trope. That's already been there. So they have made lots of movies like that. But the actual inspiration came from DRDO, our own development research organization of India, is actually making super soldiers. So even they didn't come out with the concept of super soldiers, but they're making it in India here. But I do believe that we are the best army in the world, and we have the best scientists in the world, and they have come together to make India's first super soldier. All right. So that is what the actual inspiration is. And if I feel even in the current scenario, if something like this happens between, if I can say it, but We are the best army in the world and the best scientists, so we're there.
And my final question is to John, Jayanti sir, and Laksh all together, is that you were just now speaking about the budgets. And just for an example, like Amazing Spider-Man 2, the Andrew Garfield movie, which was one of the cheapest superhero movies, the budget for the VFX itself was 425 crores. So I would like, because people over here, the audience over here keeps complaining that the movies do not look in the same scale, do not look in the same vision. I would like you all to say something about how difficult it is to match that scale and match that vision.
So I'll just answer this question very simply in the Indian context, so you understand, and you'll understand this well. An actor's fee is usually close to 50%, if not more, of the entire budget. In our case, our VFX was probably 30% of the entire budget. So you can understand, am I right, Laksh, Suchit?
Yeah.
Correct? So what I'm trying to tell you is, we have not spent on John Abraham, but we have spent on VFX on this film. Yes. Because the idea was to get out a good film. So even if you ask Jayanti Bhai, and I don't say this, I'm not in the race for charging the most or the least, but when it's your baby, you want the best product out. So Jayanti Bhai will probably tell you what John Abraham has charged. 0 or minus? Yeah. So that's the way you make a good film and you spend on the film. So that people like you, when you spend your 500 or 1,000 or 2,000, come and see something that's worth it. And that's where you build credibility. So with Attack, we wanted to build credibility as a team, as partners, and also as producers. That's why it's an action film. Everybody says, "Theek hai, action hai isme," but it's action with a difference. It's action done to the highest quality, VFX done to the highest quality, sound design done to the highest quality, music outstanding. You know, everything in this film has been taken 4 steps higher than on any other film. Forget that I have done, that the industry has done, because we wanted to get a product like this. So that's important. Now, if the film doesn't work for some reason, we have tried our best. No one can take that away from us. No one can take that. They can't say, "Arey, shortcut nahi hai kya?" So we have done everything to make this work to the best of our ability.
Hi Jacqueline, Shatma this side from Home Bollywood. Jacqueline, आपके fans थोड़े बहुत disappointed थे जब उन्होंने आपको बच्चन पांडे में बहुत कम देखा. Well, can we expect more of you in this film?
Actually, with Bachchan Pandey, which we had made clear from the beginning, was a special role, which was always there. But yeah, in Attack, there is. Yeah, you'll definitely see something exciting.
Right. Also, आपका एक dialogue है so cheesy वाला. तो what's the cheesiest line, Rakul और आप दोनों से सवाल है कि what's the cheesiest line you have ever heard from someone?
Wait, this is the cheesiest line. What was the line?
और मेरे दिल में जो turbulence हो रहा है उसका क्या?
There we go. That was definitely the cheesiest. I don't know who, like Laksh wrote that, so yeah. Laksh has a lot of, John, oh, you wrote that?
This was
They're full of them. They're full of them.
I said, let's have a cheesy line because...
cheesy lines, Laksh.
Yeah, sorry. No, I said that, I mean, it's fun because youngsters, you know, when you're on a flight, you're meeting someone, it's kind of cool and sweet to say something cheesy. And I think this is new age romance. She's saying there's turbulence. And I say, what about the turbulence in my heart? And it sounds really cheesy, really cheesy.
Really cheesy.
So it's fun.
I don't offhand remember anything cheesy. I think I just don't notice it. I don't remember.
Don't worry, just ask Laksh.
Yeah, I think
they'll be able to help you. Don't worry.
Laksh, come on. I think you should open your...
No, part 2.
The other cheesy line for me in part 2.
Hi, myself Deepesh Pandey from दैनिक जागरण. मेरा सवाल लक्ष्य से रहेगा. लक्ष्य, हाय. मेरा सवाल लक्ष्य से रहेगा. लक्ष्य, ये फिल्म 2 पार्ट्स में बन रही है. इससे पहले बाहुबली से लेके केजीएफ, कई पुष्पा भी 2 पार्ट्स में बन चुकी है. तो एज अ डायरेक्टर जब आप इसको 2 पार्ट में बना रहे थे, पहले से ही इंटेंशन था कि 2 पार्ट में बनाना है या फिर स्टोरी आपको 2 पार्ट में बनाते हुए ले गई? दूसरा सवाल ये रहेगा कि अगर 2 पार्ट्स बना रहे हैं तो दोनों पार्ट्स के बीच में कितना गैप रहना या फिर आप जरूरी समझते हैं इसको, कितना गैप रखना?
देखिए, जो ये लेंट करता है ट्रोप, वो फ्रेंचाइजी टाइप ही है. जो पहले से हमें पता था कि हम बनाने वाले हैं ऐसे फ्रेंचाइजी, बट जो पार्ट 2 में आपको बहुत सरप्राइज होंगे अब अगर if you all accept this kind of cinema in part 1, part 2 will be even more surprising that you all are not going to think. All right. So what we plan to do is actually see how it's accepted. And I don't think it's only part 2, it'll be part 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So we have different, our super soldiers continue. All right. So I think even Universal Soldier has 6 parts or something already. And what was your second question? Sorry.
जब दो पार्ट्स में बना रहे हैं तो कितना गैप रखना दोनों पार्ट्स के बीच में जरूरी है या फिर गैप रखना पड़ता है?
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. We are going to figure after this film where it lands and उसके बाद हमें समझ आएगा कहाँ पे part 2 start होता है. But part 2 is going to start in our heads right now 6 months after part 1. All right, so somewhere close to that.
Yeah.
We'll take one last question, ladies and gentlemen. Huh?
Yeah, I think social media is a very powerful medium, and especially for me, because I'm an animal lover. So to protect animals, I think it's a great medium. My problem is I don't know how to use social media. I'm not good at it. So when someone's not really good at it, then I don't know why I need to be there.
I mean, I remember you telling me that when we were having this discussion about Instagram and social media, he was like, I'm really, not very good at it. He's like, Jackie, just help me with one thing. So I thought, okay, maybe he'll ask me to help him, how to make a reel or what to post. And he's like, just make sure you repost the stuff that I post about animals if they need help, if they need anything, which is actually so amazing. He's using it for the better good, so yeah.